Welcome to Business TV Magazine. My special guest today is Vito Mazza from Green Flag Profit Recovery, and we're going to talk about the 10 tips to improving cash flow. Vito, why don't you tell us a little bit about your business?
Well, thank you very much, Dawn. I'm happy to be here to tell you about my business. In this economy today, many business owners are in need of our services. And what we do is we help folks get paid. The 10 tips to improving cash flow is a program that I offer as a free service to business groups, associations, and that kind of thing. And it talks to the business owner about the kinds of internal situations that they can develop to improve their cash flow and make sure that they get paid on time. You know, it's not a question of will you ever get paid, but it's to reduce those days outstanding, and that's how we can be of service to our clients.
So we have a lot of small business and entrepreneurs out there that
Yes.
a lot of times will do work, and unfortunately they don't get paid in the appropriate time, manner, or the terms that they had agreed to with the other business. So this would be a great program for them to sit down with you and to discuss.
Absolutely. Well, the way that I got involved with Green Flag, and I've been with the company 8 years, I had a business. I spent 28 years with the World Book Company. And, you know, before this little thing in the sky, the internet, you know, we used to have books. Remember those days? And so what would happen is that people would buy the materials for their youngsters, and then they would bounce the deposit check on me.
Wow.
And even though I'm a guy named Vito and I'm originally from Jersey City, I'm a coward. And so I didn't do anything with those bounce checks. And my wife would say to me, what are you going to do with these checks? And I would say, oh, these people love their children. I know they're going to make good. P.S. They didn't. And so when I went for the interview at Green Flag, my manager said, we help people with slow paying accounts, no paying accounts, bounce checks, and credit card chargebacks for a flat fee of $12 or $14 per account. And we treat the debtors with respect. I said, say that again? You do bounce checks for $14? You know, I was excited. And so that's what's kept me here for these last 8 years, helping business owners get paid, because it's a hard world out there. And if you're doing good work, you're entitled to be paid. So we actually have over 60,000 clients across the country. 20,000 of those are in medical. So that physicians are not getting paid. There's a lot of issues in the medical community today, not only with the new health plan, but with patients not paying. We have physicians who use us to help them get their co-pays covered. We also help them collect from the insurance companies who drag them out. Again, it's all about improving cash flow and getting the money in your pocket sooner.
So let's say you had 1,000 accounts and only 100 of them tend to pay a little bit slower than others. So those, you could take those 100
Oh,
accounts.
absolutely.
And so you can separate your AR.
Absolutely.
And your accounts payable.
In fact, Dawn, that's a very perceptive thought process there. We are not interested in all of your accounts. We only want to help you with the ones that are giving you what we say in the old neighborhood, agita. Okay, so if you're not getting paid, it could be that you think that you did something wrong and you're not entitled, but I don't think so. So what do we do to help? We actually have a couple of different phases. So the first phase is that we actually do first-party billing on delinquent accounts. So someone could actually use us at 30 days, not as a collection service, but as a first-party partner. We would actually go after that money in your name. It's all automated. We actually will contact them in writing 3 times and with 2 automated phone calls. So for the flat fee, we will contact them 5 times in your name. So now by day 65 or 70, if they haven't come across and paid you, then you can turn it over to Green Flag Profit Recovery, where we will contact those debtors again for a flat fee, only for those that haven't paid. We are a full-service agency, so we do have collectors, we do have attorneys. I mean, we've got all that, but the secret to our success is early, diplomatic, third-party intervention. You know, most people, when they get some kind of a notice, they say, oh my goodness, I need to pay.
Right.
It's the small percentage that are the hardcore debtors. But we can help with those folks as well. But this new service, this accelerator, Green Flag Accelerator, where we do the first party service, that's very exciting because my experience, 8 years talking to small business owners, sometimes they don't have a system that they can count on. Sometimes the billing is done haphazardly. So this is a way for them to have a system in place that they use as they choose for the accounts that they choose, and we encourage their clients to pay them quicker. And so it's all about cash. You know, I sent a picture on my website. Cash is king. I'm dressed as a king. We know that getting paid is more important today than ever before. And we all know business owners that have gone out of business because they're not getting paid, not because their work was bad or their service wasn't important, but they don't have a system in place. And so Accelerator, let's say you send someone a bill and a phone call and another bill, and at 30 days they still haven't responded, well then we have a service that in your name we will start contacting them every 5 to 7 days. That makes a difference. It's a system that you don't have to think about. You plug us in and you go about generating new business for yourself, Dawn. You don't have to keep calling these people. I say to business owners, why are you selling this twice?
Right.
If you've sold it once, let somebody help you get paid. You go find new business.
Now this, is it, the charge is per monthly or?
No. It's a
the
flat
one
fee,
paid?
$10 or $14. Some folks pay less than $10. We have some very large national accounts that actually pay $6 or $7.
Wow.
But the average is around $10 or $12
And
per
even
account.
if it took a year to collect it and you did all this work, it's still that
The
flat rate?
system is in place so that we finish that service in 60 to 90 days.
Okay.
All right, so that's phase one. If you need more help, then we have the contingency folks as well. But the primary service at Green Flag Profit Recovery or Green Flag Accelerator is done for a flat fee. It's all automated. We give you an online portal, and you get me to help. I mean, it's a great thing.
Perfect. And, okay, so it's usually 60 to 90 days.
Yes.
They play this one flat rate, and they're able to increase their cash flow,
Yes.
get paid. And now, what if the client on the other side is not able to pay, and are you able to set up a payment arrangement?
Oh, that's a great question because I didn't know any of this. When I had my own business, I knew none of this. But when you turn an account over to a contingency agency or even to an attorney, you are assigning the debt. That's the legal term, which means you don't own that money anymore. They own the money. If they get paid, then they give you your share.
I see.
This system is different. You are in full control as the business owner. So whether it's Accelerator in your name or Green Flag Profit Recovery as a third party helping you, you are in full control. You can make arrangements with the people. Our whole thing is to get them to respond to you.
Absolutely.
And then you're in control. You know, I love when I speak to business owners, a mom and pop situation, or even a doctor's office where Mrs. Doctor is in the office helping out. It's everybody's least favorite job,
Absolutely.
calling about these bills. So what we do is we reverse the process. When we send out a written demand from a collection agency, and we give your phone number, they don't call us, they call you. Now, that's called an inbound payment call. That's very different than an outbound collection call.
Absolutely.
And so it's reversing the dialogue and getting people to know that you're serious about getting paid.
Yeah, I would think a big problem would be the deductibles, that $250 and $500, $1,000 deductibles.
Well, you know what's interesting? That there is no minimum for us. We have physicians that collect $20 copay. They'll pay $10, $12 to go after a $10 or $20 copay because they don't want people in the neighborhood thinking, hey, you don't even, go see Doc Jones, you don't even have to pay him.
Right.
You know, so it's what your needs are. You're in full control. We collect an awful lot of money. In fact, I had a client that was in the commercial window business that on one courtesy notice, our first demand, they collected a $25,000 payment.
Wow.
And they were amazed. I wasn't amazed because I understand the psychology. It's early intervention. It's diplomatic. It's treating people with respect. We're not harassing your clients or your patients. We're treating them with respect. We're respectfully saying we need to be paid.
Right.
You're paying your cell bill. You're paying your phone bill. You know, pay us.
Right.
And then the third thing is, if you know that it's $12 or $14, Dawn, you're not going to wait 6 months or a year to turn them over to a helper. My happiest clients use us in the 60 to 90-day range for green flag profit recovery. If you want us to do the first party service, that would be most helpful done at 30 days or 35 days. So it's early diplomatic third party intervention that really makes a difference.
Well, that's a great tip. How can we get in touch with you?
Well, a couple things. You can go to LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn, Vito Mazza. Or you can go to our website. The website is web.transworldsystems/Manhattan. I ran the office for the company for 5 years in Manhattan, and that's where the website began. Certainly you can call me, 201-446-4072, and or you can send me an email, vito.mazza@transworldsystems.com.
So this is for any business.
Any business, every business.
Okay, so any business out there, local, entrepreneur, mid-size, large, make sure you want to improve your cash flow and contact Vito.
Thank you.
Thank you.